Jigsaw teamwork is an active learning strategy that you can use for multi-component problems or work that can be broken up into smaller groups. What I really like about this activity is that it involves students teaching each other, and we know that we learn best when we have to teach someone else. This activity runs in 3 distinct phases and relies on the TA assigning students to 2 different types of groups. These groups are home groups and expert groups. It's best if you can limit the size of the groups to 4 students per group, as this will facilitate student engagement and conversation. In their home groups, students are introduced to the problem or task that they need to solve. When they're in their home groups, students can use this time to read through the problem, figure out what information they might need to know, and maybe develop a strategy to overcome the problem at hand. Next, students are broken up into their expert groups. Each expert group is tasked with a specific part of the problem to work on. In their expert groups, students work together to understand the problem and to come up with a solution. A key component of this stage is that every student should be able to explain the strategy that their expert group came up with. For the last phase, students return to their home groups. Experts will now teach their home group what they came up with, what they learned, or what their solution was. As a TA, it's always good to check in with the home groups at this stage to see how students got on. As a TA, you can do this by walking around the classroom and participating with the students in their conversations, or you could leave it to the end to take up the problem as a class. There are many different ways that you can adapt Jigsaw teamwork to your classroom. It's really easy to use this in a problem set tutorial when you have problems that don't require students getting the answer from a previous component. You can also use it for bigger projects. You can have students meet in home groups in the class time and go away outside of class to work in their expert groups. This activity can easily apply to large readings as well. For instance, expert groups could go through a section of a text and report back to their home group on their main findings. However you use it, the key to running a successful Jigsaw teamwork is to give clear instructions. You can either give instructions at the beginning of the class, maybe do it graphically so students get a sense of how they're supposed to divide into the different groups, or you can give instructions step by step as the students enter each stage of the activity.